Hello everybody, it's Rick. It is February the 8th, 2018. If you would like to make contact with me, you send me an email at rick0327@me.com to find out how you can get my paperwork by sending me a gift. Okay, no more. I'm not using the word donation anymore. Okay, because I'm not a registered charity. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have used that word donation. All right, but you're gonna send me a gift, okay? Because I don't provide any services. Okay, the service I'm providing is my videos, is my information. All right, and when you send me a gift, what you get is my pre-written affidavits for I haven't count them, but it's definitely at least 40. And when I send you the email attachments, you receive at least 15 emails. Okay, of different subjects. So I send you if you're getting ready to go to court, right? If you're going to court or you receive paperwork to go to court, I send you an email. It's called affidavits to file before going to court. All right, and then I send you an email that's it's broad, affidavits for support. That's what I call it, and it's all kinds of all different affidavits, and the affidavits in the affidavits filed before going to court are in the same. It's in this one as well. It's like this affidavits for support are all of my affidavits. Then I have a folder, objections. So if you have to file an objection, you go to that folder. You click on, you see, which objection suits your need. Then I have the Writ of Habeas Corpus folder with different Writ of Habeas Corpuses. Then I have Writ of Mandamus for that situation. Then I got child support agency affidavits. Then I have driver's license affidavits. All right, it's just child support. All right, I'm sorry, but I don't do driving. I don't have any paperwork for divorce or alimony. Okay, I'm busy enough with just this child support thing. It just takes up some time. Let's put it that way. And it also, me doing these videos, for some reason I have to make this again. It sounds like I'm being a baby. I'm not. But do not email me. All right? If you got problems, mental problems, all right? The world, listen, here's another thing. The world is not fair. Remember that. Everybody is entitled to get screwed in this world, all right? And if you made a baby and you made it with the wrong person, like I did, I made 2 babies with the wrong woman. All right, and I knew eventually she was going to take me to court. I knew it. I bent over backwards to prevent it from happening, but I knew one day it was going to happen, and it did. And as is her personality, she fucked me. Excuse my language, but that's what happened to me. So I wasn't surprised. I was surprised at the courts, at the way they treated me. Okay? As you guys are all finding out. But anyway, so, don't email me and threaten me that you're going to kill yourself if I don't help you. I got this fucking moron did that to me. And I said, dude, as soon as you're telling me you're thinking of hurting yourself, I will not answer any emails anymore. Don't bother me. I'm not having that on my conscience, and you're not going to guilt me and all right, and force me to help you extort me with guilt. All right? I don't know your situation. Maybe you deserve it. All right? Maybe you never support your children. I don't know your situation. But it doesn't obligate me to help you. Okay? So, do not reach out to me if you're expecting me to help you. All right? I reserve the right to answer emails. All right? This is completely voluntary on my part. I don't provide services. All right? Sometimes I get people, I saw your emails. Well, maybe I read your email and I've decided, you know what? I can't help this person. Or you sent me a long, rambling email and I'm like, you know what? In the past, whenever I got a long, rambling email, it always ended up me having a problem because, you know, you have mental issues. And again, I have experience dealing with mentally challenged people, imbalanced people. All right? I was a cop in Midtown Manhattan. I used to deal with them all the time. So I know, trust me. I know what to look for. All right? So again, if you know that if you're overly sensitive and you're expecting me to hold your hand and walk you through everything, don't reach out to me. Okay? I provide you, you send me a gift. All right, then I help you out. That's the way I operate. People that reached out to me and got my affidavit, you guys know this to be true. I answer the emails. I try and help you as much as I can. Okay? All right, so now that I got that out of the way. All right. It's been a while since I made a video. I had gotta take a break. This stuff burns me out sometimes. But here's the thing. When you're inside the courtroom, even though it's really not a court, it's fake court, but so I don't got to go into a long explanation why it's not a court. We'll call it a court. Court-like setting, okay? You do not have to cooperate with them. They make it seem like you have to, and they use all of these tactics. These people go to courses. They're trained, all right? They're trained for people like us, okay? So if you're somebody that had the audacity in their eyes to actually learn his or her rights, all right, they have a whole playbook to play with. All right, they take these courses where they're trained by other child support, people like referees and stuff. Because I've seen it on the internet. All right, I've actually seen the course documents. All right, so I notice. Like the lawyers, the bar association, they have classes, all that, at a hotel somewhere. They get together and they'll have like a seminar. Well, the child support people have seminars as well. So the best thing that you can do, all right, is do not volunteer any information. Remember I told you guys to keep your mouth shut? Sometimes that's not an option. All right? I also, if you got, if they have one of these morons, sheriffs or court officers who they don't understand the meaning of civil rights and the Constitution, and they'll do anything that these judges and fake judges tell. I'm not looking for you guys to get arrested either. If you sense that you may be arrested, say as little as you can. But do not give them your financial information. Don't give them your paychecks and your if you can avoid it. All right? They are not entitled to it. They think they are, but they aren't. And another thing they try and do is they try and assign you counsel. They can only assign you counsel if you're facing criminal charges under the 6th Amendment. Okay? Now, I had a guy this morning reach out to me, and I said that to him. I said, well, ask them, am I facing criminal charges here? And what are they? What's the evidence before the court against me? Because you have a right to see the evidence. You cannot properly defend yourself if you do not have access to the evidence. All right? That's why, like a lot of my paperwork, when we send it to the court, like the special appearance paperwork, the nature and cause paperwork, we're asking to see where is the evidence. Now, the reason why we're asking for the evidence is a couple of reasons. The Supreme Court in Lujan versus Defenders of Wildlife said there's a constitutional minimum of standing in court requiring actual evidence of an injury in fact. That's in every case. Okay? So, whoever it is as the petitioner claiming that, claiming that, you did this or did that, what they do is, with child support, they don't go into that. They just say, you're supposed to support your child. Where you're supposed to say, well, where's the evidence that I didn't? Yesterday, a couple people reached out to me, and they went to court, and they got in and out, and like they have another date down the road. Like what they do is, I think the fake court, they're gonna try and figure out how they're gonna, get you, whatever. But the people that I'm speaking of, they say, well, where's the proof that I was not paying child support? They have to provide you proof. What they do is they just say to you, well, you have a duty to pay child support. Yeah, you're right, and I am. Where's the proof that I'm not paying child support? That's the reason why they ask you for your financial, because they're just gonna, start issuing these fake support orders, and you're guilty. So, another question: am I guilty? Okay, am I facing criminal charges? Am I guilty? Ask that question. Am I guilty? Am I guilty of something here? Please tell me. Because in the Constitution, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 is the Bill of Attainder laws. Okay? They're not allowed to make laws for a group of individuals or an individual. They're not allowed to do that. The laws in the country are supposed to be broad for everybody, for man and woman alike, not just men. Or in our case, not, if you guys ever wondered how come they don't call you a father, or how come they don't call you a mother, how come they always call you non-custodial parents? Because their laws are made that a non-custodial parent is guilty. Guilty to, you're obligated to pay child support. And you're going to pay child support the way we want you to pay child support. Which means that we're going to, if you get a job, we're going to take the money out of your paycheck. Oh, you don't want to pay? We're going to suspend your driver's license. What? You want to go where? You want to travel out of the country? We're gonna suspend your passport as well. You don't want to play out by our rules? We're gonna punish you. They're not allowed to do that under Bill of Attainder. Okay, so the Bill of Attainder, the laws are focusing, the child support laws, they're focusing on non-custodial parents, and then they punish you by forcing you to pay child support, by income withholding. They'll suspend your driver's license. They'll freeze your passport, freeze your bank account. You win any lawsuits, they take that. Your income taxes, they seize that. And then here's the kicker, the last part. They do all of this in violation of the Bill of Attainder clause without a judicial trial. This is why I always have you guys ask for a trial by jury. So that's the last question. Am I going to be given a trial by jury? The Constitution says that in any controversy of $20 or more, I am entitled to a trial by jury. Okay? And that's the last part of the Bill of Attainder. Okay? They punish a group of people, laws focusing on a group of people or an individual. In our case, it's the non-custodial parent. Anything that's not, any title they call you. They'll call you the putative father, the paternal parent. Anyone that they're not calling you a man or a woman, or they're calling you by your actual name. All right? And when you're punished in the last part, without a judicial trial. Okay? You're supposed to be given a trial by a jury when they're going to deprive you of life, liberty, property. That's it. The Fifth Amendment. All right? Every state, look up your state constitution. They'll have, maybe the wording might be different, but they're going to have an amendment, like a right of the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Rights, whatever, that says you cannot be deprived of property unless by due process. And due process, as the Supreme Court says, is a judgment by peers. How do you get a judgment by peers? By having a trial by jury. Okay? So, it's real basic. You're going to ask, am I guilty? Where's the evidence before me? Have I committed a crime? No, I don't want counsel, because as soon as you have counsel, you're guilty. Okay? When you're assigned counsel, you're a ward of the court. You're mentally feeble. That's why you get counsel. You're feeble-minded. You can't speak for yourself. That's why they always try, when somebody starts talking about their rights, they always force counsel on you. They try. And you're going to say, no, I don't want counsel. All right? Where's the evidence before me? And I demand a trial by jury. Well, we don't give you a trial by... Well, then you're violating my... Well, here's another way of putting it. We don't give you trial by jury. I say, okay, so you're trespassing on my rights then. You're depriving me of my rights. And if they start saying that law, then say the law is a violation of Bill of Attainder. Attainder. Bill, like Bill, Bill, of Attainder. And look it up. I can't tell you how many emails I get from people like, Rick, how do I do this? And I go, use Google. You'd be shocked how you don't even got to put the whole thing in there. Google will help you out. Okay? I had one guy, he's like, I was using a case law, and he's like, well, what's the second half of the... And I go, well, put it in Google, the first part. I think it was blessing verse freestone. I go, well, put in blessing verse and see what comes up. And of course it came up. But because what I'm doing is when I do these things, I'm trying to help you guys to be, to help yourself, be productive on your own. Because again, I can't be in a courtroom with you. All right? It's just the way it is. So you're going to do better by learning the stuff yourself. Be confident. So wait a second, because here's the thing. They cannot create a law to take away your rights. All right? That's under the 14th Amendment. So they cannot, the state cannot create a child support law or a court procedure that deprives you of a right. So, to my people out there that are trying to file these Oh, by the way, I was doing some research this morning, and writ of habeas corpus is the remedy for what we're doing. Because what they're doing is they're taking our property. Because remember, the money that they're taking from you is to it's for the welfare recoupment, right? They're taking your private money and they're using it for the public. They're not allowed to do that without compensation. Seizing private property for public use. That's exactly what they're doing. So the remedy for that is writ of habeas corpus. Okay? Not order to show cause, which they try and do. They tried to do that to one guy yesterday. And I said, no, don't let them do that to you, because order to show cause is a court procedure. It's not a constitutional right. So what they're trying to do is take your constitutional right and turn it into a court procedure. Where there's case law out there, I believe it's, what is it again? Harris versus Nelson, writ of habeas corpus, that the purpose of a writ of habeas corpus is to avoid procedural mazes, okay, which is exactly like all these court procedures and stuff, okay, and that's the purpose of the writ of habeas corpus. But a writ of habeas corpus is the remedy for seizing your property for public use. Also, here's another thing. Any unconstitutional act, right, is a restraint of liberty. All right? It's a deprivation of liberty. And restraint of liberty's remedy is a writ of habeas corpus. Okay? It's really, lawyers frown on it and judges frown on it, because if everybody filed a writ of habeas corpus, because it's also called the poor man's lawyer, if everybody filed a writ of habeas corpus, they would have no need for lawyers. Okay? Because the way it's supposed to work under the 14th Amendment, equal protection of law, is, the court is supposed to see this and supposed to protect you. They rarely do, but they're supposed to. And the writ of habeas corpus is the proper way of remedying this. So, that's the reason why when many people are trying to file a writ of habeas corpus, they're being met with resistance by the clerks, who probably don't know themselves. They're being told by the judges and lawyers that, well, you're not in jail. It's only for, no, it's not for people in jail. It's for unconstitutional acts in state courts. That's the purpose for us. All right? It's also for other reasons as well, but as far as we're concerned, you're in a state court, and really it's a child support administrative hearing inside of a court building. But but a writ of habeas corpus, again, is the remedy for that. All right, so I covered a long range of things, but all right, so I'm gonna end the video now at 23:48, 49, 50. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.